At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room, thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills. Looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. Thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
Good afternoon and welcome to Cape Town, South Africa, where we bring you a hockey match from the Masters Hockey World Cup. This game is in the Spirit of Masters section, where we have a section for players who get picked to come here, who are not in the A sides of the country, but get selected for the Spirit of Masters teams. We've got South Africa playing against the England Spirit of Masters teams. And this game is a final. So the winners of this will be crowned the Spirit of Masters champions for the over 60 ladies division. It's going to be a tight contested affair. This is day 10 of the tournament, so lots of tired legs out there. And I think a big factor is going to be the fact that the England Spirit of Masters team have got injuries and haven't got a very big bench. And so their players are going to be spending the majority of the time in the park trying to play this game. South Africa trying to get the ball at the back. It's been crashed in there. McCain with the big hits. And now the reset happening. England got the ball. Ball coming out to Liz Dakin. Dakin's looking for options. Tries to crack it on the right-hand side. Does get picked up by Marion Simpson. And the ball forward to Sue Matthews, the ever-present forward. Carrying the ball forward, will take across, looking for the backhand, pull on the foot. Can't find the short corner option. The ball does pop up. Umpire's going to make a call here. Decides that it came off Sue Matthews' stick. A big player in this game is going to be Beverly Jackson for the England team up front. Jackson, a leading goal scorer, and a key element to the forward line as the ball gets popped loose there. Unfortunately, Corin Green just catching the ball on the foot. A fantastic ball being crossed there. Nobody at the end of it, but very cleanly struck. Again, having said this is the final. So the winners will take away a medal and some pride of being the Spirit of Masters champions in this division. Like I said, a long week of hockey that's happened so far. And some tired legs out there and tired brains, but always when you play in a final, it's amazing how it G's you up. Raises your intensity level for one more. McCain hitting the ball at the back, just trying to hit along. Beverly Jackson having scored 4 goals already in this tournament. Like I said, it will be a factor in the play. Plays up front, a lot of free range running. Ball gets hit down the field long. This will relieve some pressure, especially with the play being transferred all the way to the back corner. And South Africa with a blanket press, everybody in that side of the field, hoping that England are going to hit the ball down the channel, because everybody's in that channel. Every lineup, ball being run in the midfield, trying to find the pass option open. Cross into the circle, just can't get any clear ball from there. And England come away with that. There's Jackson the ball there now, something to watch out for. Playing on the right-hand side and looking for options. Sue Matthews ahead of the ball. Jackson in the middle. Picking an option, goes for Jackson. Ball gets crossed and clatters into South Africa. Ball being run down the right-hand side. Helen Evans, the captain, brings the ball back, fired into the edge of the circle. Still going to be loose on the short corner being given there. Didn't see the foot, but looks like I caught something on the way through. And short corner being given, the first short corner of this match. England winning their first, and Jackson the normal target for this. Sue Matthews coming in from the right-hand side for the deflection. Jackson from the top. Evans covering, just see if something goes through. And Simpson gets the ball now, looking for a slip option. Unfortunately, just plays Australian South Africa stick. Good intercept there from Des Golak. Ali Deploy putting pressure on there as well. Beverly Jackson trying to win the ball in the midfield, but just not coming away with it. Umpire didn't hear that whistle as Deploy finds the ball on the wide side. Is going to try and play it down. The ball gets knocked away casually. Umpire will just give a stern warning for that. This play continues. South Africa just choosing to hit the ball down the field. You're able to run and a knock forward. Golak just knocking the ball down the field, trying to hope for some action. South Africa trying to set up a press here. Ball gain wide. And clatter down the line. It's going to be picked up very neatly on the retrieve by Edmonds Ward. Edmonds Ward on the turn. Cross tackle coming in there. Looked like it came from Miles. There's a lot of crowd have come out to watch this game. Games have been finishing during the day as they end their tournaments, so the crowds are happy to come down and have a drink, watch some hockey as the ball goes through. Jackson's got it now. She'll try and get in and shoot if she can. There it comes. So obstruction being played. Jackson does get the shot off, but not from a very good angle. Won't be happy with that because it wasn't given a good angle to play from there. The advantage wasn't as good as it might have been. But the game gets to restart. McCain in the ball down the field. Only as far as Simpson again. Simpson trying to find Jackson. It's the usual routine that goes through here. Again, the ball being clattered on the field. This time being picked up by the skipper, Helen Evans, for the England team. Ball going out the side though, so South Africa get to reset this. Ball hit down the field. Not to South African though, as Evans comes away with it. They're going to have to do some work to make sure that they keep possession of the ball here, because South Africa are turning over the ball quite a lot as the ball goes wide out to Kim Durbin on the far side. Durbin playing the ball on the line, and England win the free hits as they drive to Jackson inside that, and a great tackle coming up there because as she was swinging for it, Miles is committed to the ball. That's how they come away with the ball again. They need to find some pass options to their fellow players. They hit the ball a lot down the field, trying to set up deep. But what England do is when they do get the ball, they do bring it back with interest. As the ball in the midfield. Players open in the middle of the field. If they look. Deploy trying to go forward there. Nice interplay with Boyer. Boyer and Deploy. Little taking on the field. Ball out wide now. This is going to get close to the circle. Needs an entry, hits it not as hard as they would like it. Just out of reach though. Oh no, lovely touch back in again. Boyer just catching the edge of the stick. Sorry, that was Riddle that came in from the back there. Margot Riddle. Ellie Deployer now trying to find a way forward. Going for the dribble, and a lot of pressure being put on her. Ball comes out of Sue Matthews, who receives player and ball at the same time. Schlachter, the one that put the pressure on. Yeah, Beverly Jackson's in element. McCain's waiting. She'll take it across and try and roll if she can. Keeps going. Nice pressure. And the tackle coming in. That's important pressure because Jackson is it and gets the ball back. You don't want Jackson shooting. Matthews trying to come away with the ball as well. Umpire deciding that it hit something in the circle for a short corner. Didn't see what that was, but nobody's complaining. So everybody goes back to reset. England with their second short corner. First one not going anywhere. Simpson wait on the outside for the trap. Jackson for the hit. And one on the slip. Ball comes out. Jackson's going to get this one. Doesn't get this one now. Misses the trap. Evans hits it in. Only hits it as far as Des Golak, who's in the way. Ball being run wide by Simpson. She cracks it across and a save on the line. Call being given for a foot on the way. Didn't quite see it, but again, I always go on the player reactions and nobody complaining, so clearly there's an agreement that it hit a foot on the way. Short corner number 3. haven't trapped one cleanly yet. They need to make sure they stop before they go anywhere. There it is. Take it in. They hit it. It's going wide. Umpire decided that's going to be a long corner. Definitely hit a foot or two on the way through, but probably a call for the disengaged umpire to make on the halfway line, because umpire on the far side of the post couldn't see what was going on there. Ball being rolled in. Sue Matthews just firing it straight. So they've got a ball, and they play it out the sideline. A lot of spectators on the side cheering their fellow countrywomen on. But South Africa struggling to get the ball out of their 22 here. Matthews receiving the ball with attention. She'll take it back and run it in. Looking for the ball deep to Evans. That's far back in the field. Does get into the circle, gets pushed back out again. I think that hit a foot on the outside. Umpire's called that foot now, but it is on the edge of the D in the corner. Durban having to run the ball all the way out. Evans going to smack it in again, but run down. And South Africa now being able to clear the ball away with Ali Deploy. And ricocheting off an England stick, so they do get some respite here. South Africa a bit guilty of just smacking it down the channel all the time. They need to do some variation on stage. England now having the switch ball. Trying to play the ball wide. Eustace is getting in the way. There's somebody's fallen on the side of the field here. Looked like a bit of a trip. But camaraderie ensuing and people share. Now South Africa having a bit of a run, trying to throw the backhand pass. Just couldn't get that ball away, it was Boyer. And now Eustace on the ball. Eustace recovering the ball, looking for a pass option. A lot of pressure coming in from Simpson. As South Africa turn around the ball again. It's going to be interesting to see whether they start moving the ball up the channel. Again, that played in to Edmonds Ward, who caught a foot on it. Ball being made live again, and now South Africa are going to go forward. Deploy, knocking the ball forward. Oh dear, that ball knocking Eustace on the raised ball, hit on the chest. That being Jan Eustace, the mother of Mr. Hockey, Jethro Eustace, as he is known around the world. Famous hockey player in South Africa. Olympian, outdoor player, indoor hockey champion. Clearly coming from the right genes. As Jan took a ball on the chest and didn't even flinch. Very proud of it. Deploying now, trying to find a circle entry. Gets in, wants to get the pullback. Pulls it back. The backhand shot coming. Hit a foot. Not on the line, as there was a goalkeeper behind it. Ball hit Hazel Winter's foot. Keeper still on the line, so it's not a penalty flick. As South Africa get their first short corner of this game and have a chance to start making inroads. The game's still 0-0. We've got 2.5 minutes to go. And still a lot of hockey to be played in this match. Injection coming in nice and strong. McCain hitting the ball back. Looked like McCain was going to go for the ball back to the injector. Might be better for her to have a crack at the goal. Be more direct. Again, this game tied at 0-0. 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. A lot of support for the two teams. South Africa being a home team, you expect it, but one of the England teams have popped down to wish their team luck, and they're about to go play a final. That's the over 55 men's England team. So having the time to pop down, wish their ladies luck in this match before they head off for their final. Good a camaraderie between teams, especially when you've got countries bringing many teams out in different age groups and men and women, as England now get a break around the side. Ball has been trapped slightly behind Edmund Wards, hoping the ball's going to catch up with her. South Africa try and block this ball on the channel. Jackson making a lead up front. Kim Durbin always active in the midfield. And Paul is taking a bit of ricochet and then rolling out, and Jackson will take this and run. No, she's going to move off. An over being attempted there, but unsuccessful. Not sure what the whistle was for, but the blow gets taken. Added a play, pass the ball forward. South Africa now looking to move the ball as quickly as they can upfield. Again, nice big cracking blow from Deployer. She gets a lot of yards. Eustace in the middle, pulls it back on the foot. Free hit on the edge of the D. They're going to take it back. There we go. To get the 5 yards. Now she'll come back with it. Deployer going to push it on a foot, trying to get a short corner. Yes, she does. Annie Deployer playing a sensible game there. Taking the free hit back 5 yards to make up the 5 yards, then coming forward. As we get the final hooter for this quarter. Hockey rules, though, you do get to play out your penalty corner. South Africa deciding which side they're going to take this from. Looks like they're going to go from the indoor side. The right-hand side. Not the conventional side, as everybody's lined up on the edge of the D. I hope they don't get confused about who this is going to. Somebody's going to have to shot mine. Ball comes short. Deployer getting in close, passing back to the ejector, back to the P spot, and unfortunately, I think that hits Miranda Miles on the foot on the double zigzag. Very entertaining choice that as the as the quarter ends 0-0. Lots of hockey to come in this final in the Spirit of Masters under 60 section.
That waiting for the gun, the nerves are just too much, thinking about what is about to go down.
There goes the horn to start the race.
No, I think it's really amazing. And now the whole setup and people are dressed up.
We're giving something, I think, to the people that's just fantastic.
The support on the side of the road is second to none, and that gives you the extra oomph.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. The scenery is beyond what I could imagine. I seriously enjoyed it. I met so many wonderful people on the way.
Really enjoying Cape Town. People seem to really appreciate artwork here, which is really nice.
Come and visit Cape Town. We are waiting for you with open arms. We welcome you here. This will remain a city of hope and opportunity for everyone, not just in Cape Town, but around the country and the world.
And he takes the tape.
Cape Town is open, safe, and ready to host you.
Welcome back to the second quarter of this final of the Spirited Masters section in the Hockey World Cup for Masters Hockey. We've got in the over 60 division, England playing against South Africa. This game still locked at 0-0. Eustace making a step through. And now Evans coming away with the ball for England. Sorry, England versus South Africa. Both these teams in the Spirit of Masters section, SoM. This will be the final to see who wins the SoM section. Players that haven't made their A side in their country, but still qualified to play. Great spirit and camaraderie. A lot of teams come down to watch their compatriots play and cheer them on. South African supporters coming from other South African teams that have been playing throughout the week. It's been 10 days of hockey, so as you can imagine, some tired legs on the field. Evans with the cross. Ball being left to go at the baseline. Sue Matthews for England was there, just couldn't get herself on the right side of that. Ball gets hit down the field quite comfortably. Boyer just unable to get hold of the ball, but Eustace now applying pressure. Unfortunately, umpires blown for Clear Body. Clear Body was the one that kept control there for England. Simpson pulling the ball wide, back in the middle, sorry. Sue Matthews coming a long way back now to come and cover tackle. South Africa trying to make the switch happen. Ball game back. A lot of pressure at the back there. Need to make sure they don't give that away too easily. And South Africa trapped in their back corner. Ball comes out. Green will try and get rid of this. Nice simple pass out. But Sue Matthews comes away with it. As England again win the blow on the edge of the circle. Difficult choice of where to go, yeah, because you're in the corner. South African players don't want to get caught in the D when this ball comes in, because it's going to hit them on the foot, and the ball then comes in, pops up. Evans gets the blow, takes the ball back 5 yards. She'll carry it forward again. Cracks it in. Good pick up there and a counter. Boyer looking for the ball forward. Ball being crossed over there and a fantastic dive. Good to see the effort. Lee Edmonds-Ward going in for the full body dive on the far post. That is commitment for you. Shows what it means to these players. Love that action as Green gets to reset now. Trying to knock the ball down the field, down the middle, but England are waiting there. Now small interplay happening. Pitteret just going to hit the ball wide. Golak on the ball now, trying to find options. Oh, unfortunately, just a little bit of a miss push on the far side. Looks like Rig from here. Rig gets the ball again. Needs to switch play. Can't just keep going on the channel all the time. Ball does go down the middle, and Eustace now putting pressure on. Ball just coming out nice and neatly for England as they whack it down the field. Nobody there present. Green will pick this up and head it back. Coming down the left-hand side to Barnard. Barnard with all the pressure from Marion Simpson. Simpson been tackling really well this game. Edmonds-Ward, the diving queen, he went far post there. Leaves it for Sue Matthews, the talisman up front. As I don't see Beverly Jackson on the field, which is unusual. Normally she stays on for most of the game. Having a short break. And now again, Simpson running forward to get the D entry. They can't let her carry it so quickly. And eventually runs out the side. And the baseline winning that. A little bit of insecurity. And the ball being knocked out. Eustace got it on the sideline. Looking for options going forward. Again, clear body all over the place. Eustace looking for the line ball. Oh, unfortunately just been intercepted. Again, a lot of stick clacking going on there. Liz Dakin carrying the ball nice and neatly forward. Umpires want the blow from a different place. As the ball comes infield to Evans. She's looking for the free hit, I think. Plays it through down the line, but not sure if it touched anybody. Gets the free hit on the sideline, and it's Simpson. Hits the ball forward, but Intercepted by Barnard. Sue Matthews now come back on the field. Try and collect more ball. The ball's going forward now. Sue Matthews delivers. A great interception by Green, but only as far. Oh no, been picked up. Umpire didn't see the foot there. Only as far as Kim Durban. Durban still battling away, and now Sue Matthews finds the foot in the South African circle and wins their third short corner. Beverly Jackson off the field, their main striker in this situation, so debate ensuing about who's going to do what here. Sue Matthews discussing this, what's going to happen. She looks like she's ready for a zigzag option to her on the right-hand side. We'll see what ensues. This ball's going to go to Simpson in the middle. She's going to have to make a call of what to do. Ball does get a bit wide. She goes and fetches it. She'll go for the hit. Gets lifted, but a fantastic save there. And a secondary shot coming in from Sue Matthews, but Rocky Jacobs in the goal. Fantastic save. Keeping the ball out. Might have been a little bit high, but umpire let it go, so he had to make the save. As Evans now drives forward. Going for the inside out. Gets tackled. And South Africa come away with the ball. And Barnard now knocks the ball forward to Eustace. Eustace taps it forward. And unfortunately, the ball comes out to Claire Body. She's looking for the cross. South Africa need to get bodies in the way here. And Green comes away with the ball onto Evans' foot. Green from South Africa now clearing up quite nicely. Making sure she's in the way when the attacks do come through. South Africa just need to find a couple of short passes. Not to be very hard. That ball a little bit high. Eustace applying the pressure now up front. As Simpson's got to choose where to go. Looking for the switch, I think. No, cracks the ball downfield. Looks like got to Angela Mason. He just got an outside edge and that ran over the sideline. Ball being crossed again. Oh, and this time the one-time shot from Durban just being pulled across the face. Unfortunate, because a good passage of player there that just got the ball across. And the one-time shot being pulled off. Didn't go exactly where it was planned, but the intention was good. South Africa trying to play it on the field here, trying to see if they can find some action. Ball being pushed forward. This time, Mason, I think it was. Angela Mason is tripping on the ball. South Africa trying to find the wide ball. Oh, almost got it out wide there. Looked like Boyer on the sideline, actually. Moving out wide. As the cross comes in, long ball across the body. Got Simpson on the wide, yeah. Goes for the longer option. Intercept ball coming. But ball being knocked long and now being crossed in, and Green's there to clear it up. Little collision. Barnard comes in as well. Pops the ball through, only as far as Marion Simpson. Cracks the ball down, but that gets blocked. Again, England enjoying the dominant period of the game here, knocking the ball forward at will. Asking all the questions from South Africa, who just can't get the ball past the halfway line at the moment. They're defending like champs, but Simpson now with the cross. Comes a ricochet, try to get a touch there. It looked like Jackson's back on the field. She'll be ever present. Calling for the foot, but the ball does roll through. South Africa to reset. Green will carry the ball forward, take a free a little bit high up. Trying to find options in front. Deploy is the one they probably want to go to. If they can find a ball to Ali Deploy. Trying to throw the overhead, interesting option there. And Durban's shoe coming off. Quick repair action. Ball gets knocked forward. And South Africa just tonk the ball away as fast as they can. Trying to see who that was. Looked like Riddle. Yep, it was Riddle knocked that ball away. Full of running. Ball head on the side end. Mason trying to make an inroad there on the right-hand side. And Simpson applying the pressures. Ball comes up for Pitterut. And yeah, we have Evans again with the ball. Finding the wide option. Down into the D. Matthews with the hits. Gets saved spectacularly. It comes out to deploy. He'll find the foot on the way out. But that was a good passage of play for England. Trying to find the ball down the field, but being tackled in the midfield there. Liz Dakin was the one making the pawn tackle. Now, South Africa crossing the halfway line, and again, needs to get on the front foot here. England hitting the ball forward, but neatly intercepted, and now we're going to see Boyer try and go forward. Turning around to look for help, but needs to be going forward on the field. Ball popped loose. Rigg just unable to get the ball under control there. Estelle Rigg. As England get to reset. Evans looking for the big hits. As the ball gets knocked out the sideline. Still 4 minutes left in this quarter, or this half, I should say. We're in the second quarter, so half-time will be coming. And again, both teams locked at 0-0. England have had the better chances, I can't lie. As the ball gets rescued there by Rigg. Tries to play the game forward. Deploy on the ball, Ellie Deploy, trying to find a foot. Bit of a clank on the far side there, bit of confusion about whose ball there was. Need to get the ball downfield here as Deploy wins the ball. Still got options. Looking for Boyers running ahead. Boyers made the wrong run on the one side. Dakin trying to track the ball to the corner flag. Pulls the ball back and wins the free hit, but way back in the field. This is probably South Africa's best territory for a while. They've set up very high in the field. Just having to close down the options here. Good turn out of player there. Opening the field up. That's Durban, but Durban being intercepted. Boyer looking for options. Sorry, Riddle, I apologize. Durban opened the play up, and Simpson on the right, who's been industrious the whole game. Riddle applying pressure. Ball getting put on, sorry, not Riddle. That's Riddle still one high in the field. That was Miles. Applying the pressure, and the ball getting knocked forward. But South Africa winning more balls as they come forward now. Unfortunately, that ball going to the middle of the field. Sharon Nell just not finding the option. England now, McCain with a tackle that's caught halfway up the stick. The ball being crossed by Angela Mason, but nobody at the end of it. So advantage being played there. McCain might have been lucky there because that caught Mason halfway up the stick, and umpires don't like that normally. Evans making a run to the baseline. McCain's going to pick this up. A whistle from the other field has got them confused. Evans now got it. She'll hit it towards the goals. Little tap. I think there was a tap from Miles, who knocked it over the baseline. So England now got the long corner. 1 minute 14 to go. Evans will take this. Got Simpson on the right, open. Goes back. looking for options. This is Dakin. Dakin's going to hit this down the middle, and unfortunately, you got Jackson and Matthews being dissected there. As the restart happens, Green hitting the ball long. Trying to find options downfield is Nola Steyn. But England back in control as deployed, just can't get herself on that ball. And the ball gets switched across to Marianne Simpson. She's looking for options ahead of her. Going for the 45 option to Matthews, who comes to fetch the ball. Deploy is going to go back 27 seconds. They don't want to give away a short corner and then untoward at this part of the game. The ball rolls over the sideline. Unfortunately, with 20 seconds to go, you'd think England want to hit this in the circle and just try and get something for it. Matthews going on the dribble, but unfortunately, trying to see who that was. Looked like Schlechter has come on the field. As the halftime hooter goes, South Africa will rue the fact if this goes in because they've done a sterling job defending here. Unfortunately, they have given a short corner away and they'll want to keep the sides at all costs. England got everybody up at the moment. Throwing the full battery in here. Ball gets knocked out. Jackson trying to roll the ball back, and South Africa will just roll that out. That's just a pretty taken short corner, unfortunately. But the game still 0-0. We're going to half-time. Let the coaches see what they can come up with for the second half.
We are fascinated by the mindsets and the habits that make individuals and teams perform at another level. Let us be your thought partners and transformational coaches. Are you part of a team and you are wanting to gain insight into what ingredients need to be in the mix to take your team to a whole new level of performance? Partner with us. We want to be your transformational coaches.
At thehockeysite.com, it's about what happens in the locker room. Thinking about the game. It's about planning and preparation, and about training and improving those skills. Looking at it from different angles. But of course, it's also about teaching them to score and win. Thehockeysite.com. Share the knowledge.
Welcome back to the second half of this final match in the Spirit of Masters category for over 60 ladies. We've got South Africa taking on England. These are the Spirit of Masters teams, and the score is locked at 0-0. Very tightly contested affair. South Africa doing more of the defending, as England have tried to unlock the way through. South Africa knocking the ball through Deploy. Deploy looking for Boyer. It's a very good through run. Oh, look, Boyer's on the P spot. Sorry, my mistake. Trying to find the turn. Let's go, Golak. Golak just stuck on the ball. Umpire deciding against Golak, which is South Africa now driving forward, trying to get some action yet. Ball in the circle. Whew, getting through a couple of people, but being swept away cleanly. And South Africa not getting anything from that entry. Haven't an entry for a while, so Hazel Winter was the last person to get that ball outside. As ball gets knocked in, gets a top edge. Simpson catching the raised ball. Somebody's blowing the whistle. No, other field. There's the whistle now as the ball clatters into Green's foot. England get to reset. A little bit high on the field. Confusion of where it should be. On the 22 area somewhere. As Simpson knocks the ball right across the field. A difficult one for Durban to stop because that ball had bounce and spin and everything on it. Not taken too kindly as South Africa get to restart play on the right half. Don't want to end up going too close to the... As Brooks made the first run there, trying to get in the circle, pulled it back. Ali Deploy just had a chance to go through there. I think she's been hopeful that the ball didn't roll over the baseline. As again, the ball gets set at the back and long ball being hit through. A very clean strike there by Hazel Winter. McCain happy to let the ball roll over because she can then reset with a 16. McCain had hit through. Only as far as Durban. And now the Evans with the interplay. Little stick hacker in there, trying to pull the ball back. A ball gets missed. Right in front of the goal mouth. A shot being taken. Hit the goalkeeper's pad. Jackson, like we said before, one of the top goal scorers in this section. The top goal scorer in the section, my apologies. Just not able to find the target there as Evans gets to reset. There's space in front of her. South Africa trying to block off all the options. Evans goes for the ball out wide to Body. Body going to Simpson down the line, and Simpson's run a lot of ball on that line and crossed it. Cheats it so cleanly. Nice smooth hit from there. South Africa having to fish the ball on the far side of the field. McCain going to set the ball up now, looking like Nell's open on the right. Looking for a channel option. Needs to go right here to Nell. There we go. Good ball. Now the options opening up on the 45. There it is. It's going to be a chase for Golak, but been shepherded over the baseline by Sue Dolby. The ball did get through there though, so South Africa far down the field. As South Africa now putting pressure on and now winning the ball. Boyer with a cross and now play onto the foot. That was well done inside the circle. Good work being done. was Nola Stain, who leant in front of her opposite number. Tapped the ball onto her foot and earned South Africa a short corner. Only South Africa's second short corner of the match. The last one was hit past the left-hand post for a deflection, but one felt that McCain must just go for goal here. No need to mess around on the outside, the inside. Just hit it on target. There's two runners from the right. Injection coming out skew. This will be stopped. It's pushed out right. We're still going for the ball running over the back of the stick. And I think there was Miranda Miles who'll be upset with that because the push wasn't straight at all. And now South Africa enjoying some territory. Ball being knocked across by Riddle, and interference play of Hack over the top on Riddle, and the call being we're going to have a short corner for South Africa. We're going to get their third short corner. McCain up front again. Miles going to stop this one. Ball comes out straight. McCain's going to hit this. Nice and cleany down the middle. Ball gets tapped in the goal by Sharon Nell. Just going to confirm if that was Nell. My first impression that it was. No, looks like Stain. Ball got smacked in by McCain. Nola Stain coming in from the injection, and South Africa 1 love up in this game. McCain with a, in fact, it all started with a straight injection, which was the key thing there. Gave McCain a chance to hit at the goal, was saved, but only saved wide. And Nola Stain picking up the ball from the injection point with an open goal, and still having the, as now Simpson's going to run forward, hits the long ball to Matthews. Matthews just look at Jackson ahead of her. Goes by herself. Matthews going through. She can still hit this advantage. She gets to crack it. Doesn't catch it in the middle. Ball gets kicked back at her, and I'm afraid Rocky Jacobs not going to be happy with that kick. Needed to kick that over the baseline and away from trouble. Unfortunately, South Africa just giving a short corner away just as they've scored. So going 1-0 up. Have now given away a short corner with 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this third quarter, and I'm pretty sure Beverly Jackson's going to want to repay the goal favor here and crack this into the back of the net. The short corner taken from the indoor short corner side, the right-hand side. Ball gets rolled out a little bit softly to Matthews. South Africa waiting to see where it goes. Evans going over the top skill. Matthews coming back, trying to push it across. He'll get the short corner again. She did run into a South African player there, but lost her balance. Almost fell into the umpire. Umpire being very gracious and catching her in her fall. Having a bit of a chit-chat about it. Everybody in a good spirits in this game with 8.5 minutes to go. South Africa have brought their secret rapper Jan Eustace onto the field. I see at the halfway line, yeah. Ball comes out to Evans. Evans drags it in, hits it. I'm not sure if she was in the circle or not. She was just outside the circle, unfortunately, when she hit that. Running back to the halfway line, but I think we can agree that that wasn't in the circle. She hadn't brought it back in again. We, luckily enough, get to watch the replay. But my first impression was that that wasn't dragging the circle. Yes, it was hit from outside the circle. Umpire is completely correct with that one. Well spotted, Mr. Umpire. As England get to reset, Simpson smacking the ball as she has done the whole game. McClure missing that one. Evans letting the ball go over the baseline. Sorry, I lied. Beverly Jackson. South Africa surviving a scare there. Short corner been hit into the goal, but the short corner had not, the ball had not come back into the D before the strike happened, and so the shot taking place from outside the circle. As McCain has got options on the right. Looking down the channel, needs to hit this nice and cleanly. Hits it very cleanly. Ball going to roll a long way. In fact, it's going to roll a very long way. England going to have to reset from the back here. Sue Dolby pitching the ball way back on the field for the reset. And Evans coming back all the way to fetch it to reset what's going on here. South Africa need to put a press on here if they want to keep the ball in this corner. They've been guilty of leaking a lot of ball out the back corner here where their bodies are there, but they haven't got their sticks in the right place, like that one. Just getting bundled through, and the hit going their way. Nell went in for the charge. Sorry, Steyn went in for the charge there. And they've got the free on the outside. They want to move this ball around. They've got a bit of swagger now. They're 1 love up. Green going back in. Great intercept player there. Jackson's going to come away with the ball now. Marion Simpson with the intercept player there, running with. And Jackson again, trailing the ball behind her. It's called truck and trailer. Running with her body in front of the ball and the ball falling behind her. It is something that she needs to just make sure that the ball stays in front of her. That she's not shielding the ball with her body. Rig just coming on the field. So now we've got Rig and Eustace making the entry on the field. Ball's running over the sideline. It's going to be an England ball. Umpire, South African ball, not sure where the ball came off. Rig going for the overhead. Eustace going for the crash tackle. And Hazel Winter trying to get rid of it. Ball rolled in. That was a good charge towards the D. Not dying wondering. As Ellie deploying now takes the ball sideways. She'll try and hit the center. There's people in the middle of the circle. Doesn't take the ball 5 yards. She'll question that. But umpires, you got to make sure it's more than 5 yards. You can't cut some corners and rely on judgment. As England now reset. Matthews coming back to find the ball. Jackson high on the 45. Matthews running with the ball behind her, similar to what Jackson did last time. And Deploy coming in for the tackle. Got the ball first, definitely, and then got swatted for her efforts. Loud clank as Matthews took a piece of her stick out. Ball gets crossed over. We got Liz Dakin now trying to find options. She's got options on the left. There we go. Nice and simple. Kim Durban's got options going forward now. Jackson standing still, needs to move towards the ball. Trusting that Durban's going to take it in by herself. Sorry, Dakin. Making a lead in as well. And finding a foot of McCain on the outside. South Africa slightly scattered. They need to get a little more tighter in their marking and their blocking. Miles comes in. Deploy comes in. Ball gets tackled. England with Evans looking for a cross. McCain making a valuable tackle there on Dakin, but not as far as Marion Simpson. And now the ball being knocked off. Oh, fantastic step through there from Sue Dolby. And this time, Deploy get in the way. Passing back to Green, who gets run over by Matthews, and no blow. And Evans now makes tackle, and umpire making the blow eventually. There was obstruction there. And now McCain will have some time with 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock in the third quarter. South Africa 1-0 up. Having fewer chances overall than the English team, but the one that mattered went in. As McCain directing traffic. Needs to hit this one through the line. She will. Does get an edge, so the ball will come out here and be South Africa's. South Africa owning up there and saying that, Riggs saying that I touched that. Eustace, not sure. Evans, playmaker in his team. Matthews being tackled by Deploy. Deploy did a good job there of closing things down. Rig just trying to make a U-turn there. Getting stuck with the play in front of her. They need to block Evans here. Miles steps up to make sure that doesn't go there. Durban looking for a through ball and just not getting a power on it, unfortunately. Eustace scanning the horizon, hitting the through ball. And this will be interesting because Golak's got a 1v1 happening. Goes around the outside, takes a bit of body check, carries on going to the advantage, gets a hand on the back, gets the free hit, carries on running, enters the circle, crosses it only as far as Evans' stick, who ran a great blocking line there with the stick hanging out. Very brave from the wrong side because sticks are flying. But Helen Evans, what a fantastic player at this level. Been all over the park. Ball gets dropped back here, and South Africa with a no-look pass. They're dangerous, those no-look passes, as any player in the world will tell you. Miranda Miles attacking the back. Deploy trying to find a way through. Little midfield battling soon with Marion Simpson. Also Marion Simpson having a fantastic game. Beverly Jackson on the left shouting for the ball, but they didn't have control yet. And as she shouted for it, every South African player heard her and blocked the channel to her. So that didn't come to much. Ball being hit down the side by Hazel Winter. And Rigg now again on the run. Inside, outside. Looking for a small pass. Deploy going to hit the ball long as she does. No, she goes back to Rigg on the outside. Looking for a circle entry. There it is. Ball gets hit at the circle and onto a foot. Umpire didn't see that. It definitely was a foot. Everybody from our angle could see it. Umpire shepherded by that light little touch onto the foot. South Africa seeing some dominance there. 50 seconds to go in this quarter. They want to keep England as deep over here as they can, not to get it out. Ball being knocked back into the midfield. Miranda Miles will intercept this. Oh, gives it to Jackson. 32 seconds, wins it back. Gets pushed in the back for that. It's an intentional. They just crossed over each other and in the crossover collided. No fall's a good fall as we've got 18 seconds left and the ball miles away. So the longer it takes the ball to get back, the better for South Africa. I'm sure McCain is going to hit this a million miles. Just trying to be calm and collected. Hits the ball out right. Picked up by Estelle Rigg. Gets a foot, and there we have the end of the third quarter. South Africa 1-love up. 1 quarter to go, and everything to play for in this final of the Spirit of Masters. Welcome back to the fourth quarter of the Spirit of Masters final. It's a game between England and South Africa. They're Spirit of Masters teams in the over 60 ladies division. South Africa 1-0 up, but facing lots of pressure from the English team who are moving the ball around quite freely. Unlucky not to score a goal yet, but they've been good for a whole lot of circle entries. South Africa defending like champions and have come away with a good short corner goal. Helen Evans for England has been fantastic in the midfield. England just trying to find a way through here. Helen Evans got a lot of South Africans in front of her, but England players on the right, goes for the direct option. Deflection coming in. Ball not being cleared in the circle. It gets popped up, but I think South Africa a little bit casual is the right word. McClear goes for the double hit. That'll be interesting. McLean, sorry. Sue Matthews now taking the ball in. England maybe a bit guilty of trying to do it all by themselves now. Miles putting the pressure on, makes the tackle on the foot, and that's a fantastic tackle. Yes, there was a stick clack, but after she touched the ball. And that ball, again, needs to just be calm and collected with this. Doesn't have to go big. Trying to scan the options. Hits it down the middle, much better. Deploy, pushing forward. Steyn looking forward. Next ball. Golak looking forward. Trying to get the ball through, but that was a really good defensive tackle from Claire Body. If that ball had gone through, there would have been a run at the keeper. And now Eustace with some skill going forward. Back onto Deploy. Deploy guilty of going back into the player a couple of times there. Needs to keep going into space. Looking for options forward. Going to crack this one in. Hits it nice and cleanly. Lift it all over the place. England knocked the ball over the baseline, and they're going to call a short corner for that because definitely was knocking that ball towards the baseline. Everybody high-fiving each other because Liz Dakin did see a ball coming through and just hit it and then realized I'm hitting it towards the baseline. That moment of realization. And South Africa with their fourth short corner. Now, this game drawing level at 4 short corners apiece. South Africa 1-0 up, and McCain the option yet to hit it down the middle. She can just get it on target because she has got a big hit on her. Ball comes out. Not trapped too neatly. Going to get pushed. Little casual. Miles now going to take a shot. Not very clean either. Hit the big ball first. Small ball trickled after. South Africa wasting a valuable opportunity there. I don't think Miles had to actually hit that one. She could have run it in further and then pushed it from a closer range. A long shot from the edge of the circle. Well covered by the goalkeeper. Di Kirby been fantastic in goals. A little bit of indecision here. And players on 5 yards, so get to reset. Ball gets played across. Deploy's got time now to find something. Backhands it into the circle. Eustace overruns it. South Africa camping. You would say that a golden opportunity to just get something from this bottom corner. Ball into the circle. Every time they've hit it in there, it just looked dangerous just by the nature of the ball bopping around and everybody making edges on it. So not a bad percentage option for Deploy to then. It doesn't make it 5 yards again. Deploy needs to get a measuring tape out. The second time she hasn't moved it 5 yards. Need to move it 6 yards just to make sure. Umpires get the final say. So if they say it's not 5 yards, you need to go with it. South Africa now pushing the ball into the D, but being cleared out the way. Steyn trying to find a way into the circle there. England defending resolutely up. A lot of these passes have come back to Deploy. Retake. Ball trapped in the top corner here. Looking down the field, Sue Matthews and Jackson. Jackson in the middle of the field, just waiting for the counter-attack. Also, I see Edmonds Ward creeping out as well. Ball being hit and carried in by Deploy. Not sure what's going on here. There's a blow somewhere. Everybody's unsure. Estelle Riggs there behind for the drop pass, not needed. Deploy's going to try and take this by herself. Goes through the legs, gets the long corner. If anything, this is taking a lot of time out of the match. Nobody open on the far side of the field in the circle for South Africa. Everybody a bit high. Might need a good idea to just roll, and the ball now going back. And South Africa happy to keep it in the top corner. Rig now trying to play the 45-degree ball in. Missed by Evans. Played back to Deploy. Deploy will take this on the run. No, plays for Rig. They play a mini game in the corner here. Percentage hockey, just puts it on the foot. Don't want to say that 11 minutes is a long time to waste in this corner, but I think it is. South Africa needing to get the ball in the D. Dropping it way back now. Missed trap, but cover coming. Sharon Barnard making that happen. Ball coming back across. Oh dear, just popped up for Miranda Miles, and now the ball, Evans has thrown this down the field. Jackson's going to have it. Jackson's turn, trying to find Matthews as she does Lotcha. Whacks it down the field. Miles, though, has retreated because she made the mistake. To fix the mistake, or slap it down the middle. Needs a runner, perfectly Orion, and Eustace, perfect worker there. Eustace with the small pass. Deploy now, looking for options. Hits it across the 45. This is going to be a tough run. It does get missed, though, by both people. So, Body missed that, and then straight away, Stain missed it as well. Stain stayed out in case they win it again, and there's Deploy. I think Deploy doesn't realize she's got space to move the ball around her players, not to go through them. Run Matthews on the sideline, and it's going to take some covering tackles from Miles. Miles comes across, the ball gets hit. Jackson's going to get there first. Unfortunately, McCain took a swing at that. Jackson missed it, but McCain took a swing at it and hit the keeper's player stick, and Jackson won't be sad about getting a short corner here. England's 5th short corner. Still plenty of time on the clock here. England will need to draw a level first to then create the scoreboard pressure. And if this game does end tie, we're going to go to showdowns. England going back to the conventional side for this. Looks like Angela Mason on the ejection. South Africa taking their time to get ready. Jackson on the hit, Simpson on the cover. Ball comes out. Jackson turns around, hits it. Ball gets lifted off the stick, and McCain makes a great save. You're allowed to save it above your head. Jackson complaining, but that definitely was a good save. The ball ricocheted off the first wave stick, was floating to the goal. Deploy making a great cover intercept. Playing the ball wide. Brooks down the field, trying to smack the ball long. Intercepted though. Not cleanly hit. Sue Dolby. Marion Simpson's got a long way to track back to pick this one up. As it gets cracked forward. Intercepted by South Africa, but Simpson going to drive the ball again. Hits the ball so cleanly. Jackson making a run for that, but cheapers. We've probably seen Marion Simpson hit about 10 of those balls today, and every one of them has been so cleanly off the stick. Just a honed skill, lots of practice. 10,000 hours knocked into that one, I'm sure. McCain looking for the ball to the sideline. Unfortunately gets hit against Matthews' foot. Matthews in the walls, taking a bit of a bruise in there. England now fetching the ball for South Africa because of the blow given against them. That ball did come off Matthews. Bit of confusion. Slight mistrap. And now, Miles being fooled by the dummy. Durban playing the ball back. Evans, as always, looking for options. Great option to Marion Simpson. She carries it across. Sue Pirate just playing in there. McCain trying to hit the ball out. No danger. Just flat on the deck. Stain got the ball wide. Playing it infield. A good run coming and a touch almost by Golak. That would have been a fantastic touch if he'd ramped it over the stick, but not to be. And unfortunately, Claire Body just trapping the ball onto her foot as we slowly but surely see this clock winding down now to 6:45. England, not sure whose blow this is, as Deploy is going to go wide. Probably should go forward. Brooks playing the ball down the line. Ball just being clattered in, no blow for Sharon Nell. Keeps driving, keeps being tackled. This time not getting the blow. Game building up in pressure now. Bro being taken from the sideline. Big tackle coming in from Coombe Durban again there. A couple of players that have been really fantastic throughout this match, putting their bodies on the line. It is the final. Looking for the clearance. Intercept happening. Golak going for goal. She needs to drive. Evans on her shoulder. She's going to shoot from there, but not a bad option. Just need to hit a little bit wide, but Golak. Good intercept and play from there. And I think South Africa would be happy with that attempt. England a bit upset they gave the ball away in that deep part of the field. They've been so good so far, looking after the ball. As South Africa get a long corner. Jackson taking the ball back, and the umpire now being pedantic about where it should be. Deploy, being guilty of not moving the ball 5 yards a couple of times. Goes for the backhand pass, a little bit dangerous. Miles has to work hard. Ball in the midfield. England now with Matthews running through the middle. We're going to call for this, but I'm not sure if that's a card. Nobody knows who it is actually. It's going to go to Brooks for the backhand tackle. Now South Africa will be a player down for this section. Ball coming to Sue Matthews. Good tackle. Coming away, that was Rig, I think. Rig and Deploy working tirelessly in the midfield there. I apologize, not Rig. Riddle. My Riggs and my Riddles getting confused. McCain going for the long hit. Cracking it down the middle. Marion Simpson, another great intercept. Maybe rushing a little bit. Need some comms from her team to say that she had more time on the ball there to make the turn back into the big side of the field. Kim Durban is waiting for that as South Africa got a couple of players slightly out of play in the wide position. They might want to overload the central channels. Any turnover ball is going to come back at them. It could bite them. That ball going to Deploy, who that ball was coming with a couple of hop, skips and bounces on it. Just couldn't pick it up as we look at the clock, and it's all the way down to 3:50 now. There's the ball to the open side. South Africa needs to go after this. Good pick up. Going for the run. Sharonell playing the ball into Golak. Still got play going, yeah. Golak going to drive through. Oh no, we ball that for the. Even I fell for that one. Didn't hear the umpire's whistle. Umpire needs to get some lungs on him. Not sure what the call's for, but it's going to come back and Deploy again wide. Nell going to the circle entry. Good clean play. Good skill at the back there. Durban knocking the ball forward. Miles, a little bit hasty on the ball, needs to slow down a bit. Gives the ball to Durban. Miles takes the ball on the run. And the umpire not being clear with his whistle when he blows it where it is. Well, again, the free been taken. Lets it go this time and says, no worries, no harm. Ball rolls in. A short corner being given. And again, Steyn coming in front of her player. I'm trying to see who that player was. I think it might have been Liz Dakin. It's so hard for a defender when the ball's bouncing towards you and you're trying to set yourself to trap it. Dakin got in the right place and Steyn came in from her blind side. And as she comes around the blind side, suddenly this player appears in your vision and you have small panic stations. South Africa now going to take this from the indoor side, the right-hand side, the unconventional side. I'm not going to say the wrong side because this works just as well. 2 minutes 13 on the clock. This has got to go to Deploy. Nice and close. And Deploy is going to hit this on target. It does go to Deploy. She needs to hit it on target. Goes back. Interesting play again on you. Brooks and Deploy have a little 1-1-1-2-1-2. Long corner. South Africa, no rush here. No, 16 given. A bit of confusion with the hand signals here. 1 minute 53. Marion Simpson now just trying to get all the work done. Come all the way across to the side, trying to get the ball out. Oh, big swing from Golak, and the umpire's got to blow that. Dangerous first swing. South Africa not getting back in place. Okay, the ball being hit straight to deploy. She's going to pop it over the top. Gets through. Goes for the backhand. Gets knocked over. Not given the blow. 1:27 on the clock. That's getting exciting as England just can't get the ball out the back. And if they do, there's space. South Africa playing very high in this game. Not scared to put the pressure on. Miles now, quite happy to polish the ball before she puts it down. A little bit of skill going on here, trying to get through. Riddle being clunked into there. And South Africa now, Evans playing the ball wide. Durban playing the ball forward, but intercepted by Nell. Pulls the ball back as Jackson arrives. Hits the ball long. Not too unhappy with that. That ball's going to clatter the sideline. 43 seconds to go. Probably one of the best tactical balls hit for a long time, because England can take at least 10 seconds to get this. And they need to go a long way down the field. South Africa putting everybody in the way now. Running the tackle in. Again, Nell making a great intercept. Deploy going to look forward. The play coming for what is called to be a foot. And I think Durban's going to be a little bit presumptuous taking it from there. Time running out. We've got 13 seconds left. Simpson goes long, and now Miles will hold the ball. There's 6 seconds left. This will be it. South Africa have won this match 1-0, winning the spirit of Masters champions by 1-0. A fantastic game of hockey. England very unlucky because they had a lot of the run of play there. Just near the end, that they couldn't find a goal. Had 5 short corners to fall, but South Africa coming out victors in this splendid occasion. Well done to them.